Hometown Discoveries Las Vegas is a local weekend morning show featuring the people, events, and companies that make Las Vegas the place to live, shop, work, and play. Good morning. Thank you for joining us today. We're here at the beautiful Interiors by Designer studio. Isn't this a great set they've made for us today? We'll be hearing more from Joanne Lucia, owner of Interiors by Designer Studio, a little later in the program. Recently, we were at the City of Las Vegas Fire and Rescue and came away with a couple of really cool souvenirs. The cups and patches are sold at the fire station, and the proceeds go to the Fireman's Fund, which is a great service for our firefighters. In fact, these patches are traded and collected like baseball cards. We saw an awesome display at the 911 call center. If you missed us last week, you can see all our past programs on YouTube. You can even subscribe to our channel, youtube.com/hometowndiscoveries. Coming up in today's program, you'll hear from Richard Hanseen, our wealth advisor, with some confidence-building advice. Joanne Lucia introduces a key member of her team.
Well, Caroline is not only the showroom manager, but she's also the event manager.
We'll meet local artist Sharon Gainsberg. We'll hear from Joe Marsh and his members about staying fit. And we'll have a great day trip excursion for you and your family. But first, let's hear from our local pharmacist who answers questions viewers posted on our website.
I want to thank you for tuning in again to Hometown Discoveries. I did have some questions and comments on the website, www.hometowndiscoveries.com. I really enjoy reading those comments and those questions. I had a question from a lady that was wanting me to talk a little bit more about moisturizers. As she went into the store, the pharmacy, and there's a lot of moisturizers there, and she just wanted to know what I thought would be the best product for her to select. With moisturizers, I think you need to remember that they are a product that is shared by a lot of your family members, friends share moisturizers, and I think one thing that you should really look for is select a product that is hypoallergenic. Now that's going to be specified right on the label, hypoallergenic. And what that means is there's very little or no allergic reactions associated with that product. So I think selecting a product along that line is the best option to go at. The product line that comes in mind that I know is hypoallergenic is the Neutrogena line. It's a very effective line of moisturizers. And another thing I think I need to maybe talk about a little bit is lotions and creams. Now, some people get confused about those two. Lotions you want to use on large areas, your legs, your arms, your back, your chest. Those are for large areas. Cream, on the other hand, is a little bit more concentrated. So you want to use a smaller amount of that product, and you want to just use that basically in small areas, such as your hands or your feet, because it's very concentrated, so it's a lot stronger than the lotions would be. So and plus your creams are kind of a bit expensive, so I think you want to use those very sparingly. Again, I want to thank all of you for going on our website and providing me for some questions and some topics. Tomorrow I will talk about another question that I have. Again, I want to thank you for watching our show, and again, your health is priceless.
Want more hometown discoveries? Check out our Facebook page and hit the like button. We'll be posting behind the scenes photos and comments that we want to share with you. Ready for another fun, free outdoor family activity this weekend? If you have a bicycle, the Las Vegas RTC has the trails for you. Just go to the rtcnv.com website and check it out. You'll find a complete map of bike routes across and around the entire valley. If you don't have a bike, those routes are good for walking too. Throw light lunch and a backpack with some bottles of water, head out on the trails, and make a day of it. You'll be so glad you did. Financial education, experience, and success measured only by his client satisfaction make Richard Hanseen the financial advisor worth meeting.
So we've kind of gotten to the end and we've discussed the financial planning process as we view it. And we view it, we give it names, we call it clarity, confidence, and comfort, or C-cubed. And we look at how do we start with clarifying your situation. We want to know about your goals and objectives. We don't want to talk about money. First of all, we need to know what's important to you. Do you race cars? Do you want to climb Mount Everest? Do you want to stay home and take care of children? Are you interested in the community or not? I want to know what drives you, not what drives me or what drives my other clients. That gives me an opportunity to look at where you want to go, and then we can begin to look at where you are. But the clarity piece is most important. You know, the problem is never the problem. Thinking clearly about the problem is the problem. And that's why we use the process that we do in the DOS questions. The very beginning is, if we're sitting here having this conversation 3 years from now, and you look back over that 3 years period, can you please tell me what has to have happened over that 3-year period for you to be happy with your progress? Then we go into confidence. Confidence is replacing questions with knowledge. How do you accumulate money? Where do you invest it? What are the tools and tactics? What kinds of processes do you use? Well, when we do that, we want to know, yes, we have to get into fact finders and numerical values. But we start with what you want to do. Then we measure what kind of asset structure and income structure you have, and how can we adjust it so that you can continue to accumulate the money you need to accumulate. The clarity piece will tell me what you need to accumulate. The confidence piece, or determining what your investment structure is going to look like and whether your risk management pieces are in place, will tell me where we are and what we need to do to get you to the next level. Once we have an understanding, once you have an understanding of the investment process, risk management tools, what's available in the financial markets, then we can go forward and develop that plan, implement that plan, and you can begin to watch it work. And trust me, when you see your plan work, now all of a sudden the scary feature is gone. You can see that you're making progress, and that comfort piece is your ability to sleep at night and enjoy your life while you're also accumulating wealth for the time that you retire. So I hope you'll give us a call. We really do enjoy helping clients and helping people understand the financial world. And we're available by appointment anytime you'd like to come in, and that's absolutely no money down. You can no commitment at all, but we'd love to meet with you. You never can tell. We might become friends, and you can never have too many friends.
Our wealth advisor, Richard Hanseen, got married. Let's congratulate him on Facebook. His page is facebook.com/Strategic Wealth Advisors. Go ahead and click the like button while you're there. Now meet Joanne Lucia, owner of Interiors by Designer Studio, as she introduces a key member of her staff. We're here with Joanne Lucia, owner of Interiors by Designer Studio, and Caroline Muse-Grant, her showroom manager. Joanne, we have so much fun when we come here. All of your segments, though, you've always looked so serious. So this time, we want to get you the real Joanne on camera.
Okay.
So you have a showroom manager here with Caroline. Tell us a little bit about what she does for you.
Well, Caroline is not only the showroom manager, but she's also the event manager. We do a lot of different things in the showroom, and one of the things that we have been stressing since we opened actually is to have a variety of events held here at the showroom. And that is Caroline's, one of her many hats that she wears, and she's very good at it, I might add. And so we like to, because I think it's important that we put some support behind some of the organizations that are here in town, and we always have fun whatever we do.
You have beautiful furniture. You're an interior design expert, both of you are, and you have a great time. So tell us about some of the events, Caroline.
We have a wonderful time here, and we love parties. So one of the things that we'd like to say to your viewers is, if you have an organization, if you have a professional nonprofit or something that you would like to showcase, we would love to entertain you here, because as I said, we love parties. It's really good for us to have new folks in the showroom, and it's also a great backdrop for your organization. So we do that. And as Joanne said, I'm a professional stager. I've been doing it for many, many years. I'm never happier than when I'm rearranging somebody's furniture, and sometimes invited to do so and sometimes not. But Joanne and I have been friends for years, and while we both have a design background, we approach things in a totally different way a lot of times. She loves high-end design, which she does so beautifully. She loves a start-to-finish project. She has so many fabulous projects to her credit here and in California and other places around the country. I, on the other hand, am a stager. I love working with a budget. So I love to repurpose furniture. I like to move it from one room to the other. It just gives everything a fresh new look. And then once that's done, you can come and enhance that new look with something new from the showroom, like even an accessory of some kind, or a new chair, or a new rug, or something like that.
You do so many things, Caroline. You write a column?
Yes, I do. I've written about interior design for about 7 or 8 years. I was the editor of the Southern Nevada Home and Garden magazine for many years, and have written a design column for the Review Journal for about 7 years. So over that time frame, we've talked about a lot of things design-wise, and it's been so fun for me because I hear a lot from my readers, and I like to hear what people think, and I like to know their questions. So it helps me produce that column.
Well, you've been so involved in the community, both on the design side and nonprofits. I'm so glad that you agreed to come on the program today with Joanne.
Well, thank you.
And now you know why I'm so glad that Caroline Muse-Grant is a part of my team, our team here at the showroom.
And I didn't pay her to say that.
Well, no, just kidding, just kidding.
So is there anything special that you want the audience to know about your different talents here? I know you've got great furniture and great accessories, and I want them to know that you have things here that are not out of anyone's price range.
One of the things that we have strived since we opened is to avail our client base with not only a variety of items, a variety of prices, but we're also very aware of the design elements, and they must look like they have value. I mean, certain things can be very inexpensive and look fabulous.
Yes.
Or some things can be very expensive and don't look so fabulous. So we're very fussy about who we bring on board into the showroom, so that we can sell them, if you will, with a good heart, and know that it's a good investment for our clients. It's very important. Our reputation is extremely important. Even though we're just new, we need to keep that on that same high level. That's important.
Now, I know some people think shopping for furniture and accessories is a woman's thing, but every time I come here, there's some man shopping and loading something on their truck outside, and we never get that on film because we're busy in here, but you have a lot of men who shop with you.
We do. In fact, it's interesting because in my design profession, which will be 42 years October 1st, I might add, I probably only had about 2 gentlemen who have really taken control of the project. But here it's interesting because we have many couples that shop together, and the gentleman has just as much to say as the wife does. And that's good because they're both going to be in the same house at the same time for the most part, so it works.
I know in my home, my husband is just as interested in our surroundings as I am.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
It's a good mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing this, and thank you again for hosting our show so often, Joanne.
Pleasure.
Thank you, Debbie.
You're welcome.
If you'd like to have a little fun browsing in the showroom, just stop by so we can help you create the right look for your home.
What's your favorite Las Vegas discovery? Follow us and tweet with us at Hometown D. You're invited to meet the cast and crew of Hometown Discoveries Las Vegas. Mark your calendar for Thursday, September 27th, 6 to 8 p.m. We look forward to seeing you at the historic 5th Street School. Next up, we'll talk with local artist Sharon Gainsberg. Sharon, I'm so glad that you've joined us on the show today. I have been fascinated with your carvings, and Joanne told me she invited you. We're going to get to know you a little bit better here, but right now, tell us about these beautiful sculptures.
These are part of a series that I've done on the goddess. I started in 1978. And I was just starting to work abstractly after 10 years of working in realism, which means doing bodies and heads, portrait work. I started in stone, and then all of a sudden these goddesses started to come forth for me. And after I've done about 6, I thought I was finished, and it seems like every 2 or 3 years I find I have a few more that need to come out and express themselves.
Well, I was really fascinated when you told me this one was Gemini, because I'm a Gemini. So tell us why about this goddess.
Oh, most of us have a masculine and a feminine side, and I decided to depict that in this sculpture, which one side is a little softer and the other side is a little stronger, and I call her Gemini.
And so tell us about this one. I can see this on a mantle. This is just so beautiful.
This one is called Goddess of Courage. I did this piece prior to moving to Las Vegas after 6 months of trying to determine whether I was doing the right thing.
Well, now you have one more piece here that we have to move down the table to see. This is much more functional than just an art piece.
When I moved here after about a year, I realized that I needed to create a product, and it took me a few months to determine what the product was going to be. I was thinking pop culture and something that I could create more quickly, less costly, but that would serve a function. And in the artistic world, it's called functional art. And I came up with this idea of wine holders. So instead of calling them wine racks, I call them wine rocks.
Love this.
And I make them in all different sizes. Some only have 2 holes, some have 10 holes. This one I have open at the top, so you can put your good wine in here for all to see the label. And then the rest of them, the labels are covered up. And I try to leave part of the stone raw so the viewer, the purchaser, can see what the stone looked like when I started. And then the other part I carve and sand and polish.
So Sharon, tell us a little bit about that move out here. Your daughter was out here and you decided to come out.
Yes, I decided to move here in 2005, and I got strict instructions from her that for 2 months I'm not to do anything. She gave me her GPS and said, go and try to get lost. So you learn your way around town, which was great advice.
How fun.
So I started exploring, and of course in the back of my mind I was always looking for where I would have a studio and what was the right area, and I ended up in the Arts District.
Well, one of the things that fascinated me on your website was your Unblocking Creativity class.
Yes. 20 plus years ago, I read the book, The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and it helped me as an artist to really grow and expand and understand why I had blocks of time where I just couldn't work, I wasn't inspired. And so through that experience and me telling people about The Artist's Way, they encouraged me to start teaching a workshop, which I did for 10 years before I moved here. And now I am giving this workshop both privately in my studio in the evenings and also through a program called the Osher Lifelong Learning Institute, which is for seniors, that I teach pro bono at UNLV. It's a marvelous program. I put a little pitch in there. It can be found online. The acronym is OLLI, OLLI.org, and they teach many, many classes, and their senior age is 55 and over.
Oh, good. So all us young seniors can...
That's right. You all qualify.
Yeah. So Sharon, how would people find you?
I can be found on the internet. My website is gainsburgstudio.com, and Gainsberg is spelled Gainsburg, and I'm located at 1039 South Main Street, which is right off of Charleston and Maine. And anyone who's interested in taking stone carving classes, they can come in for a free trial lesson. They're not under any obligation, and they won't walk away and make something, but they will have the experience and they'll understand what the process is about.
Oh, perfect. And then, of course, they can find many of your sculptures here, right here at Interiors by Designer Studio, can't they?
Yes, yes. And also, I'm open on First Fridays if they want to come on a First Friday, which is the downtown art walk in the Arts District.
Oh, perfect.
First Friday of every month.
Nice. Well, we might be filming on a First Friday, so we'll stop in and see you.
Great.
Have you wondered how a city like ours that is rich with so much history could just blow up its old buildings? If you've thought nothing built mid-century was still standing, think again. There are so many mid-century modern homes here, we spend a whole weekend celebrating. You met Caroline Muse Grant a little earlier in the program. She's one of the founders of this historical celebration.
I'm Caroline Muse Grant, co-founder of the Architectural and Decorative Arts Society, otherwise known as ADAS. We are pleased to host our third annual Mid-Century Modern Weekend, October 26, 27, and 28, celebrating mid-century architecture and lifestyle. Our events include a Friday night sock hop with live music, fashions, and great fun. On Saturday, we'll have a symposium with experts on design and lifestyle. And on Sunday, we conclude with a 4-hour double-decker bus tour of the iconic mid-century neighborhoods here in our great city. For more information, visit our website at www.adas-lv.com, or you can contact me directly at creativemuse@cox.net.
Have you kept your New Year's resolution to get fit? Joe Marsh at CrossFit Las Vegas gives us a reason to renew that commitment.
I think everybody drives each other to work harder, to be stronger, to be better.
I tried the first 3 days of something we do called Share the Pain. It's when you can invite friends and family to try the CrossFit classes for free, and I just fell in love with it.
Any CrossFit gym you go to is always going to have this community feel to it. There's everybody there knows everybody there. Here, when you walk in, you've got at least 3 or 4 people slapping you on the back saying it's good to see you again. I'm gonna kill you today. There's a lot of motivation involved. There's no negative comments. There's no negative looks. Everybody's helping everybody out. During the workout, there's a lot of people really just cheering you on. It's high energy, and I highly recommend it for anybody.
It's sort of like a home away from home, and everybody cheers each other on.
And it's that drive, that friendly competition that we look for, that we strive for, and that's the biggest difference between any CrossFit gym and any regular gym.
The end is nigh, children, I swear.
Ready for a new outdoor adventure? We'll pack a lunch and some water and drive north on I-15 to Valley of Fire. It's about an hour from Las Vegas and one of the best places to hike, bike, picnic, or just enjoy the view. The scenic mountains, rock formations, and petroglyphs make it worth the drive. The weather is great this time of year, but don't forget to pack the sunscreen. Previously on Hometown Discoveries, you heard from Branch Whitney, local author and hiking expert.
And that's a great thing about Las Vegas. We have 3 separate hiking areas that allows us to have year-round hiking. I don't think any other city allows you to do that because we have such a difference in elevation.
We're so excited that Branch sent us an autographed copy of his book, Hiking Las Vegas. Register to win this great hiking resource at www.hometowndiscoveries.com. Tomorrow on Hometown Discoveries Las Vegas, Linda Ward, owner of Red Rock Mortgage, and our master gardener will share some fall gardening tips. Joanne Lucia is back defining style, the penthouse design style. We'll also share with you a fun and secluded place to play that's close to home. Thank you for joining us. The best part of our Hometown Discoveries is sharing them with you. We'll be right back here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on KTUD Vegas TV. Have a great day. Join us for the best ideas on living, learning, working, and playing in Las Vegas. We'll be right here on KTUD Vegas TV every weekend morning, and we are so excited to share our Hometown Discoveries with you.